To my yeah, right there. There you go. There you go. We are live. We are live, family. Yes, 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 yes. We are live. Late night session. Late nights with the fellas. Talk That Talk podcast. Y'all know the vibes, man. We got our brother in the house. We're gonna introduce, but we gotta do the first intro. We gotta do our due diligence. What's good, Talk That Talk Nation? Welcome back to another edition of Talk That Talk podcast. I go by the name of Bacon. I got my brother, my producer of the year, my co-host with me.
Hey, what's good, man? It's your boy, Mr. Too Many Reasons himself. You know me. It's Friday. Gotta be fly.
My,
Easy.
I gotta before we introduce our other brother, man. Why the heck you got shades on at nighttime in the house? I gotta ask, dog. I got to ask, man.
Listen.
I got,
When your fly is me, you can do this.
okay,
Okay? This is just what it is.
that's
It's
just what it
Friday
is.
night. You
That's just
feel
what
me?
it
I'm feeling vibrant.
is.
I'm feeling orange.
I see.
So we out here. You feel me? Just throw on the shades one time for the one time. Man,
I'm,
don't be worried about me.
I'm just
Okay?
saying
Don't
it
be
threw me
focusing
off,
on what I
dog.
got going on.
Man, introduce our brother, man, to the show, man.
Hey
Golly.
man, listen, man. We got my guy,
Yeah,
my bro, one of my groomsmen in my wedding.
yeah,
What?
Really like my right hand man. I
yeah.
can call this
What?
dude at any moment, and we could chop it up about life, taxes, chicks. It don't matter. He's been a solid dude since '07, and we got more memories to create as we get older, man. I want to introduce y'all to my bro, my guy, Trey Dizzle in the building.
Hey,
Yeah.
appreciate it, my dog. What's up with y'all,
Man,
man?
it was good, Trey.
Finally up on the talk that talk. You
Yeah,
feel me?
man. We got my
Yeah, let's
dog
get a
in.
roll tide Kelly. He be in my inbox bothering me about the show too. He always got he be having something slick to say. You feel me? So I had to finally get my bro on the show.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
man.
So, we got a lot to talk about, man. We got playoffs to talk about. Which quarterbacks under the most pressure? We got NBA. Lakers are starting to play well. You got a great question about which point guard would you take if you had to start a league or start a franchise, and then we got some culture topics.
Mm.
Why women don't listen. Uh,
Oh,
Wow.
why women don't listen. I didn't
Oh,
come up with
y'all
it.
getting spicy,
My
yeah.
brother said, he said, why I can't, we said, why do, what's the original? It said, why,
so the thing that's been kind of going around
let's
that's
hear it.
kind of been shared a lot on my Facebook is that women won't let hold up. Let me find. I want to make sure we get
Women
the
won't let
direct
men
quote.
lead. Is that something like that?
Yeah,
Okay.
hold up. The direct quote is expecting a man to lead you and not listen is insane.
Oh, expecting a man to lead you and not listen is an insane. Is insane.
Is
That's so
insane.
hot, man, because that can go a long way. I don't want to. I don't want to shortchange that. I really don't, because that's gonna be something that's gonna take at least about 20, 40. You know, because we got some brothers in here. We gonna talk or whatever. We can get done with some of the sports done quick, because
Yeah,
you know
we can knock it out.
we can knock out some of these sports real quick. First, let's talk about some of these playoffs, man. Lamar Jackson, we got Purdy, and we got Allen, and we got Mahomes, and we got I'm not even worried
Got
about
golf.
we got golf. I ain't worried about Baker
Still
Mayfield like
four
that.
black quarterbacks left in
Yes,
that thing.
yes. Four black?
Yeah,
Four black.
man.
Who black? Well, there's only one. There's only
You
two.
got you got Mahomes.
That's one.
Black.
You got Lamar.
That's
Black.
two.
You got
Oh, Jordan
Miles.
C.J.
Love.
Stroud
I
and Jordan
forgot.
Love.
I
Black.
forgot about. Oh
And
snap! I forgot all
there
about.
is the love.
There
Hey
it
man, we
is.
represented.
They
We
representing,
represented.
man. It's good. I wonder how many we gonna have after this weekend.
Well, we
One for
guaranteed
sure.
we at least guaranteed one.
Okay, somebody gotta win one. But anyway, let's talk about that real quick. Who's under the most pressure when we're looking at the quarterbacks? If we're addressing all the quarterbacks that's playing, who has the most pressure going into this divisional round of the playoffs this weekend?
Go ahead, Trey D.
Oh man, two come directly to mind. Um, Josh Allen
Mm.
Okay.
and Lamar Jackson.
Ooh, okay.
Um, man, Josh Allen, I feel like what they've been to what four straight
Yeah.
AFC Championship games or something like
I
that.
think 2, right? Because
And
they went to the.
Two.
They,
It
yeah.
was either him or Burrow. Then went to two.
Barrow,
Yeah.
yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
Barrow with the Chiefs, but it's giving Kelly vibes, man. Like
Ooh.
they good, but like can they get there? Can they get it done? First home game though, it's pressure. You got
Right.
Mahomes coming in, first road game in the playoffs. You know, I'm not going against Mahomes. He ain't never gave me a reason to go against him, so I think he can get it done. So let's see what Josh Allen could do, man. It's pressure.
Yeah.
And then over to Lamar, man, what he got him. He playing C.J. Stroud.
Mm-hmm.
They both got one playoff win. How long Lamar been in the league? That's going. Let's see if Lamar he having another MVP season.
Right.
Can he take that and bring it into the offs? Like you had your bye and everything, you should be feeling good. Like let's see what they can do, man.
Right. No, I would have to agree with Trey because I feel like Love won. You got Strouts won already, and he's a rookie. So right now he's flying under the radar. They didn't expect the Texans to even make it to the playoffs, let alone beat the Cleveland Browns, who was a big, highly favored team going into the playoffs. And you got Lamar Jackson, who's only won one playoff game, and he always falls short when it comes to big moments in these playoffs. And sometimes it's injuries, sometimes it's just they don't get it done. No, it did. The last time they lost, he wasn't 100%. He wasn't 100%.
He didn't play. I mean, last time
Yeah.
he lost, he didn't play.
Yeah.
It's his first playoff game since 2020.
Yeah, and so that one was just a bad experience. He had a horrible game. It was bad. They did what they needed to do. I think he's under the most pressure because I really feel like this is MVP week. I think out of him and Purdy is going to determine who gets the MVP of the league. I feel that way.
They don't let the MVP roll into the postseason, bro.
Is voting already done?
Voting already done.
They voted done already?
Yeah, voting done because the
awards coming up.
Yeah, the award show.
But that's like before the Super Bowl, right?
Yeah, the award show is either the week of the Super Bowl, like that Saturday, or the week before with the Pro Bowl. I can't remember.
I think it's the Pro Bowl week, if I'm not mistaken. That's in 2 weeks.
Yeah,
man,
the voting's already in.
Hey, I wouldn't be surprised if Lamar Jackson have a bad game, he win MVP. I'm telling you right now. I'm gonna tell you right now. It's gonna be some. Hey, we gotta change that real quick.
Hey, no, but the crazy thing is up until last year, Mahomes broke the curse. Because it was you win MVP, you don't go win the Super Bowl.
Okay.
Up until last year, Mahomes kind of finally broke that curse. But to piggyback off you two, Lamar Jackson is definitely under pressure.
Yeah.
Just because 2 MVPs, you got to go show up.
Yeah.
The last time he won MVP.
One. Oh, you say he only got one?
I'm going to give him the second one.
Oh, you giving him already? Oh, okay, you giving it to him. All right.
Yeah. The last time he had an MVP season, they was 14-2.
Yeah.
Home field advantage.
Yeah.
And got sent home by Tennessee.
Yeah.
You feel me? And then the next time they went and beat Tennessee in Tennessee, and then went to Buffalo and he played terrible.
Yeah.
And then that's how we got that classic game between the Bills and the Chiefs.
Yeah.
And so right now, he without Mark Andrews, but that ain't slowed him down these last 3 or 4 weeks.
Right.
So I don't want the pundits to come out and be like, well, he didn't have Mark Andrews. He didn't have Mark Andrews against the Niners, and they beat them up. You feel me? So I don't want to hear that.
They
Isaiah likely like that.
Exactly. You feel me? He's earned his stripes. So everything is there for Lamar to be great this week, and he needs to be great. But I'm going to throw one at you that I feel like is kind of going under the radar. I think Brock Purdy's under pressure too.
You think so?
Because it's a lot of speculation about is he really that guy?
Right.
You talk to Niner fans, they feel that if he don't get hurt, they go win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You feel me? And you got a lot of Niner fans that's out there saying Purdy is him. Purdy should be able to do this. Then you got other people saying he's a system guy. He's not really that guy. So it's a lot of speculation of what should be happening, what can happen. And I think this Niner team should go win. They right now, who's in their way? Dallas is out. Philly is out. So who's in their way?
It's set
So
up
right
for him to
now,
win.
especially you
The
playing a
Rams
Jordan
is
Love,
out.
huh?
The
Yeah, the
Rams, huh?
Rams is out.
Yeah, that too. So you playing a rookie in Jordan Love, and if you beat Jordan Love, you gonna be playing Jared Goff or Baker Mayfield. So he has no reason not to make it to the Super Bowl with the team that they got. Man, they have four players that had over 1,000 yards in some capacity. Three receivers over 1,000 yards with Kittle, Ayuk, and Debo, and McCaffrey with over 1,000 yards, plus over like 1,600 yards in total yards from scrimmage. So to me, the pressure's on perfect too.
I would agree with that. And the only thing I want to say, and then we can get into who y'all think gonna win it. One thing about Lamar is history could repeat itself. You know, they got the number one seed. They off a bye, and they're playing another AFC South team.
Man,
And so I hope they do not take Texans lightly because Stroud is in another stratosphere. That man is balling and he's playing like so cool. And you know what's crazy? What I want to give a shout out to and kudos to is to Jordan Love and the CJ Strouds to be in their first playoffs and to play and put on the performance that they played on as rookies. The lead is going to be in for a treat in the future if these fellas stay healthy because you're seeing greatness at a young age. You're seeing greatness at a very, very, very young in their career because come on now, I'm gonna be honest. Nobody thought that Green Bay was gonna dog Dallas like that. Maybe they win by 10, maybe they win by 7. Man, they went in there and dogged them at their crib. Beat them so bad they wanted to run out as fast as they ran in. It was that bad. It was awful. And then you see CJ Stroud put a whooping on the Cleveland Browns. Even though the game was close, shout out to the defense, but it just looked easy for him against a really good Cleveland defense, one of the best in the league. And they come in the playoffs and they giving up booty. They just giving it up. It was like tooted and booting out there, man. And so I would say I want to give those two quarterbacks an applause, but I still think Lamar Jackson. See Purdy, he's under pressure. I would agree, but Lamar Jackson, this ain't his first rodeo. This ain't the first time the light's been on him. And this is going to be a time where he has to, not only does he have to go out there and perform, he's got to go out there and dominate. He's got to put on one more of those performances that he had against the San Francisco 49ers. He need one of those against the Texans.
yeah,
He can't come out there and let it be close. He's got to come out there and throw for 5 touchdowns, 3-something yards, and come out there and ball.
that defense got to turn up.
Yeah, that's true.
CJ Stroud is a rookie. Man, he has a great rookie head coach as well, and D'Amico. So I know D'Amico gonna have him prepared. D'Amico also gonna have that defense prepared. I don't know if y'all seen that clip where he was coaching a linebacker up.
Oh yeah.
Sit right here, and it jumped that thing.
Yeah,
And man,
he did it.
like that gave me chills. Like damn, like his linebackers, his players really rocking with him, bro.
Right.
Like, he leading them, to the water, like, and we gonna see, man. CJ Stroud, he just plays so cool, calm, and collected, bro.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying,
It's
dog.
like just because you got to think about it, like basically to both of y'all points, the Texans is playing with house money.
Yeah.
They ain't got no pressure.
They
They
ain't
ain't got
expect to
no
be here.
stress. You feel me? If they win, it's like, damn. If they lose, it's like, all right, we can be right back. You feel me? So,
Overachieved.
Yeah.
exactly. So it's one of those situations when you're playing against somebody or something and they don't have nothing to lose, that's very dangerous.
Right.
Because you got everything to lose and they have nothing. Even though it's the playoffs, right?
Yeah.
But for them in this franchise, they weren't even supposed to be here, bro.
Nope. It was.
Same with the Packers, though.
Packers
Same with
too.
the Packers.
Pause. Parenting.
Oh
What?
man. Anyway. My dog, bro.
Brief intermission.
And then, anyway, but Trey, how you see this going? If we going on the Texans and we going on the Ravens, do you think the Ravens going to get it done this time around?
Yeah, I think they get it done just because of the veterans that they have. They're not a super young team. that defense, they're battle tested. Number one defense in the league, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, they up there.
I think they're gonna be able to confuse CJ,
Mm-hmm.
put a little pressure on him, make him make some mistakes, some rookie mistakes. Even though CJ didn't make too many rookie mistakes this year,
Right.
I still think that Baltimore will be able to apply that pressure. And on the offensive side of the ball, Lamar he's playing different, man.
Yeah.
He's processing. He's not trying to get out of he's getting out of the pocket, but not looking to run immediately.
Right.
He's looking to use his legs to make plays down the field. So, yeah, man. I'm looking for them to be able to handle Houston. We'll see.
I think they're gonna get it done because Houston's gonna be on the road this time around. It's different when you can play at the crib, and when you're going in that road and you're in a different atmosphere, it gets hostile. And I think the Ravens, the NFL is on notice. All these players and teams are on notice now. We saw what happened to Cleveland, and we saw what happened to the Dallas Cowboys. I think both of these teams, which in my opinion, we're setting it up for a Super Bowl rematch, where we're gonna have the Ravens and the Niners in the Super Bowl. Because I'm being honest, man. Anything else besides the Niners or the Bills or the Chiefs, or the Ravens, I don't really want to see. I'm just being 100%. I don't really want to see it. Ain't gonna be and it's in Las Vegas, man. It's money on the line. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of stuff on the line. So they need a big draw. They don't want to have it where, if it's Pat Mahomes, Josh Allen, or Lamar Jackson, I think the league would be good with that. But if the Texans find a way to make it to the Super Bowl, and let's just say Green Bay find a way to make it to the Super Bowl, ain't nobody gonna be watching this. Like that,
hey,
I'm gonna just be 100 with you. Ain't nobody watching
I'm a football fan, but it's gonna be like, damn, man, I would want to see one of them big names,
100%. And so who you got reasons? And you think the Ravens gonna get it done?
Yeah, I got the Ravens, man. I hope it's not an upset, but I'm gonna take the Ravens.
Got you. What about the Bills and Chiefs?
To Trey point, if Josh Allen ever expects to arrive and be considered one of those next guys, he has to win this game. And you have to beat Pat Mahomes to do it. It's kind of, we're looking at this kind of like the Brady Peyton thing. Peyton finally just had to beat Brady, even though he ended up losing in that Super Bowl.
Right.
But it's just
getting over that
off his back, because Josh has beat Pat Mahomes in the regular season a few times.
Yeah.
But in these two playoff matchups, he ain't got the job done. So I'm gonna take the Bills just because I feel like if Josh Allen don't do it now, then when?
He never gonna do it.
This is the best time to catch the Chiefs.
Yeah, I think Josh Allen's going to get it done. I think they're playing in Buffalo. Usually they always play in Kansas City. And now for the first time they go. I think when Kansas City beat them, they was in Kansas City or was they in Buffalo?
Yeah, Pat Mahomes has never played a role playoff.
Yeah,
game.
So this is going to be his first role playoffs, and I think the Bills is going to be rocking. It's going to be cold, and I think they're going to find a way to get it done. I think they're playing great football, man. They're finding a way to win those close games. When last year and the other years before that, they lost those close games a lot of times. And I think this is going to be where they get the monkey off their back and they say, you dang Chiefs, get your butts out of here. You know what I'm saying? And I think they're going to get it done.
Man, my mind tells me, go with y'all. Yeah. Bills, it's simple, right? They should be able to handle it finally at home. All the cards is laid out right. But my heart telling me like, hey, it's Pat Mahomes. Like, I know they ain't been looking hot all season.
Yeah.
They receivers dropping passes. Kelce ain't looking like Travis Kelce. He wasn't like the number one tight end this year. But that defense comes to play.
Yeah.
And they just need Mahomes, a little Mahomes magic a couple times, man. And you already know.
Anything's possible.
Hey, so I'm going with the Chiefs.
Okay. I can respect that. I can respect it. I can respect it.
Respect it. For sure.
Now moving over to the NFC, you got Green Bay and you got the Packers, man. This one I got the Packers getting their butt whooped. I think the difference
Oh,
between the Packers and Niners and
Packers and
Dallas
Niners.
is the
Yeah.
running game. I think that Dallas never utilized their run, and
You got one.
I think that's what's going to be the difference maker in this game. I think they're going to get pressure on Jordan Love. And I even know Jordan Love's still going to do his thing. I truly believe that that running game is going to be the great neutralizer for the San Francisco 49ers. And they're gonna beat the Packers very, very dominantly. It's going to be a dominant performance. It just they never match up well with the Niners. It just don't pan out the right way. Every time they play them, they end up getting their butt whipped over these last few years that they play them. And it's nothing against the Packers. I think they're going to be a great team, but I think the Niners just going to have too much for them. They got too many weapons. Like you said it earlier, reason over everybody in damn near had over 1,000 yards in receiving or even rushing. And then you got a great defense, man. You got two of the best defensive rushers, and then you got a great linebacker core, and you got some DB. You shouldn't lose. You shouldn't lose, and you at the crib. I think they know what happened to Dallas. They not about to be coming in here thinking it's going to be soft butter biscuits, and they're going to come in there and they're going to hit them in the mouth, and they're going to hit them in the mouth early and get them out of there quick.
I see it as a Niners win. I think the Packers keep it interesting up until like the second half, and the Niners just kind of lean on them and get the game over with. And then it kind of, I wouldn't say it gets out of hand, but they kind of put it away to make sure that they don't have nothing to worry about. So I do got the Niners, but I think the Packers can keep it interesting. But here's the thing. Here's a stat for you guys. If the Niners go into halftime losing, they're going to lose the game
Mm.
because Kyle Shanahan is 0 and 38 when
Ooh,
trailing heading into halftime.
Mm.
that's a crazy stat. Oh,
That
and
is.
38 is wild.
That is. But it's always the first time, bro. I don't think it's going to be a trail. I think they're going to come out there and dominate. Because that running game, I think that's what hurt Dallas. They couldn't run the ball. They just,
Yeah, babe. So right, all I'm saying is, a
if
lot
they
of Niner
losing
fans
at halftime, I'm going to call you and be like, well,
if the
it's
49ers are losing at halftime
yeah.
or losing entering the fourth quarter,
They 0 and
they
38?
lose.
Okay.
They lose. So they 0 and 38 after losing after halftime, and they like 0 and 12 when losing after and heading to the fourth quarter.
All right. We're going to find out. We're going to
All
find out.
right, man.
What you got, Dre?
I got the Niners, but I will say Green Bay got some dogs.
They do.
Similar to Houston, they playing with house money.
Yep.
Nobody thought they was gonna be there. A-Rod was gone. You got Jordan Love. What he in his, Jordan? Where the Love at?
Mhm.
He in his fifth year,
Fourth.
fourth year sitting behind A-Rod. He looking like A-Rod, low key. Them little jump passes is
Yeah.
crazy. But that defense with Jair, what you got? Kenny Clark on the defense,
Quay Walker.
at the line, Walker.
Matt Gay.
Hey,
It's going to be a
they
game.
they not about to be like they not scared of the Niners. Like,
No.
and the Niners, they think they some bullies or whatnot, but Green Bay they gonna step to them, and they better not let Green Bay get a little momentum. I'm gonna say that.
No, that's true. I feel that. Now last game, and then we move on to the NBA. We got the Bucks in Detroit. I really don't care, but if I got to pick, I'm gonna say Detroit because they're at the house. I feel like the Rams choked that game away. I'm just gonna call a spade a spade. Like that coach was a soft butter biscuit call to punt the ball. Look, I knew because at the end of the day, the Rams defense was doing their thing, but the Detroit Lions at least got 2 first downs. They at least got 2. And what happened? What did they do? They got 2 first downs, and that's all you needed. And so if I'm the head coach for the Rams, I'm saying at the end of the day, I still got to rely on my defense. If we don't get it, we still got to stop them. So if the worst case scenario, we got to score a touchdown, or we can get a stop and they punt the ball, and we got to travel to get 3. That
And
put
I thought we was talking about Tampa Bay and
uh, my bad,
why
dog.
we gotta go
I'm
back
just
to this?
saying. I'm just saying because Detroit.
Hey,
I'm going.
but
This is going to the point of what I mean
Yeah.
by. I think that it's going to be. I think Detroit's going to win because they're at home. Even though Tampa Bay played well, they played a broken Philadelphia team. That team was awful. I don't even think Jalen Hurts had over 100 yards throwing the ball. It was atrocious to watch. It like you said, they put the dog down. The dog was limping.
they
It
had to
it,
like,
it was ready to go, and you was just being selfish, just watching that thing. And they said, you know what? Here, come here. I'm gonna put you to sleep. And this game right here is one of those. I really don't care, but I think Detroit's gonna win because they're at the house, and I really feel like none of these teams give San Fran a chance to even to lose. So I think Detroit may give them a run for their money. So I would say I want Detroit to go so we can have a solid and a decent NFC championship.
Yeah, I got Detroit, and not to really harp on the Rams. It was just crazy that the Rams all season was killing in the red zone, and then the playoffs couldn't do nothing in the red zone, which was very crazy to watch. But I'm gonna take the Lions as well. Uh, they're at home. Detroit gonna be rocking.
Yeah.
Even though Baker's been playing well, Baker's been playing well. You got to give a lot of respect to what Tampa Bay has done. Um, but I'm gonna take the Lions. And you said I think the Lions is gonna will give the 49ers a run just because they have an attitude about them too.
Yeah.
You feel me? They got a little chippiness about them. So I would rather see that matchup like you said, uh, Lions Niners. So I'm gonna take the Lions.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got the Lions as well. Mostly because I want them to, beat the Niners.
Yeah.
But yeah, Tampa Bay they had a great season. Baker could get hot with Mike Evans and
Hey,
Chris Godwin.
Trady,
Uh,
let me ask you this before you finish: is Baker their future quarterback, or should they
No.
go look for something
They
else?
gonna look for something.
Oh,
I
I
ain't
didn't think
saying.
so.
um, I think man, I didn't want Baker to lead the Rams.
What?
I wanted him to be our backup.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Until
Back up.
until
Okay.
Stafford until Stafford left, or to relieve Stafford. So I think he's a viable option, just how Gino is and Gino was in Seattle.
Mm.
Um, I would, if I'm Tampa Bay, I try to draft a quarterback.
some
Yeah.
Uh,
young, some late, right? Some late.
some late. If somebody there that you like, get them. If you got a chance to trade up to grab somebody, get them, and then you can rock with Baker. For now, and let them sit behind Baker or whatnot. But yeah, I think like Tampa Bay, they're not in no position to where like it's like okay, we can win a championship next year.
Yeah.
They not there. So um, definitely would keep Baker around.
I feel it.
Okay.
All
But
right,
yeah,
man.
the
Moving
Lions.
on to some NBA. Is the
Ooh,
Lakers winning still, or
We got ran 130 to 112, and we was 7.5 point favorites.
they
who did
lost
we
to the
play?
to the Brooklyn?
To
The
the Nets, huh?
Brooklyn Nets.
At home.
Let me pull up the stats, man.
They was
What did,
up.
what did AD do? That's all I care about.
AD 26, 12 and 6,
Consistent.
consistent.
They didn't play no
Bron
defense,
24 points, 11 rebounds, 5
bro. They gave up
assists.
33 on the bench. Thomas had 33.
Oh,
He
Cam
got
Thomas like that. I
he
got
got
him on my fantasy team.
But look, they got 3 people above 50% from the 3 point line. Dinwiddie, Bridges, and Cam Thomas all had 4 3 pointers, 50% or above. Oh, Lonnie Walker as well. He showed out against us 3 or 4 from three.
You
How
knew
you
he
going? You
was.
can't beat it.
Lonnie Walker only missed one shot. So this goes
Nine,
right to the point today. What are we
19
talking
three
about?
pointers.
Is
19
is
3 pointers.
should the Lakers make some moves, or you think they got enough?
Man, go get DeJounte. Y'all just seen he hit that. Did y'all see that? He just he gamed Miami today.
Yeah, they gotta. So old Bumpy has figured out that we need more offense on the court.
My boy Lump.
Yeah. But the thing is like I don't I don't believe that he knows how to motivate his team
He just be standing there. Yeah, bro.
because
Good
the
game, bro.
Lakers too often, bro, and Trady, you know this watching a lot of games. It's like when we come out, we're not coming out with no kind of intensity, no kind of like sense of urgency. Like we really play like this is just a regular season. And that's not good enough for me. Like, why do we need to wait till March to turn it up? Like, why not come out now and get this shit over with and you know and be that team now, like all the other teams that's really trying to compete for championships? Because you're creating to me bad habits. And I thought that when we made that trade last year and we made that push, that we was getting away from those bad habits. But it's like those bad habits are still there. Trady, do you know that we were 19 and 21 at the same point last year, and everybody was blaming Russ? Ain't no Russell Westbrook there now, and we basically in the same position, bro. And so it's like, how can we figure out what to do? Because then remember last year was AD is inconsistent. AD ain't this. AD been playing like an MVP and a
Yeah.
defensive player of the year, and it's
Dog.
getting overshadowed because we suck.
Yeah.
You feel
Yeah.
me? So they got to go do something. Whether it's Dejounte, uh, whether it's trying to figure out maybe a DeRozan and Caruso deal.
I seen we trying to get Bruce, what's his name? Bruce Brown. Um
Bruce
From
Brown.
Indiana
Toronto.
He
Indiana
moved.
sent him to Indiana sent him to Toronto, and they said we trying to make a play for him. That's what Wise reported today. So
Well,
Wow.
they got listen. They got to
Probably
figure
him.
out something because as constructed, we're supposed to be good, in my humble opinion. But for some reason, it's not translating to W's on the court, bro.
How you feel, Trey? You know, being a Laker
man,
fan.
I it's tough, man. That shit really be having me hot, man, because it's like, we got LeBron. Even LeBron 39, he's still putting up crazy numbers.
Yeah.
He can't be our number one option.
He's not right now though, but he shouldn't be because I feel like AD is doing what he's supposed to do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
but still LeBron is like, we don't need to depend on LeBron how we depend on LeBron. Like when LeBron go off the floor, it's nasty. Like, his plus or minus, I wonder what it is. I know it's crazy. But it's I don't even really know what to say, man. It's the Lakers, man. We got a target on our back. Everybody when they come to play us, they come in to show out. We got stars in the crowd. We got, everybody want to attack LeBron, but like you said, though, it's no reason why we should have to wait till, it's just crazy pressure for us to put the pedal to the metal and, try to make the damn the play in, bro. Like,
Yeah.
why we got to go through that?
Yeah.
Ain't they tired of that, Trady? Wouldn't
Yeah.
they
we
be
gotta
tired of
go
that
through
shit?
Here's
Like,
my
God
thing.
damn.
Here's
Yeah.
my thing.
Everybody got a week off, but you still playing.
Here's the thing
Yeah.
with the Lakers, man, and it's a culture right now. It's a bad culture, because they're too inconsistent. You can't play great against Dallas and OKC, and then you play a team that has they're below 500, and you struggle with them and get ran and give up all the points you gave. I mean, off the bench, 33. I don't give a dang how. I don't care how tough you. When you come to play at our crib, we gotta neutralize that. You gonna make tough shots, cool. But I guarantee you, with the Lakers, I see a lot of time is inconsistency on the defensive mentality for everybody. Everybody sometimes they have these moments where they have these laps where they just out here just not locked in. The Lakers at the play-in was a locked-in team. They got their bread. They did what they needed to do. They was playing for something. And it's like right now, they ain't playing for nothing, and they think they can always turn it on. We can turn it on. We can figure it out. And what's happening is you creating these bad behaviors, man. I don't care who you're going to get. It's still going to be the same thing. It's been the same thing for the last 3 years. It's the inconsistency of the play. Of 1 minute y'all hot, 1 minute y'all playing like trash. It's like y'all play down to the level of y'all competition, and it's embarrassing at times. You want to show up for the big games sometimes, and then sometimes you don't even want to show up for those. You want to get ran by 30, and you like, oh. We know you playing like crap. Do something about it. And what I do see with the Lakers, there's no continuity with the team. It's like it almost feels like it's your turn, my turn, your turn. It's no continuity. It's no like cohesiveness of who's the leader. It's like sometimes they want AD to be the leader, then they want Bron to be the leader, and then both the leaders take a step back. Then it's Austin Reeves be a leader, and then it's D'Angelo Russell be. It's like, yo, who team is it? Number one, who you want to start with? Because who you start with shows you who, like when you playing with like a team like Luka gonna have the ball in his hand and he gonna lead. He gonna put people in the right position. When you look at the Clippers, James Harden is the facilitator. Even though Kawhi Leonard is the leader, James Harden gets people in their positions, bruh. And right now with the Lakers, you don't know who it is. It's like Bron, you don't want Bron to do it because you want him to try to stay healthy for the end of the year. But then you need them to do it because when you got your other point guard, they don't know how to facilitate. I told you that. They struggle passing the basketball. They are good at creating their own shot, but they cannot create for other people.
That's not them, Bacon. I mean, even to your point where you was talking about chemistry, it's crazy because it's like this team's supposed to be running it back. That was the point of giving Austin the deal. That was the point of giving Rui the deal. That was the point of giving Vando the deal. That was the point of running it back because it looked like chemistry was being built or was built heading into that playoff run. We got to the Western Conference Finals. You feel me? And a few plays that go here and there, that series is different. Go ahead, Trady.
I forget who I was telling this the other day. I'm like, man, like, and during the summer, I'm like, man, we just need to get them, get these dudes back, and it's up. It's up. We don't need nothing else.
Trady, we was having that conversation, bro. You know how we get talking at times.
Now we in January talk about we need to make a trade. Like
that's crazy.
Every year, bro. It's going I think I don't know, it's the Bron effect, man. Like it ain't gonna be right. He needs something, he gonna need something, and he makes it known by the way he plays, his attitude.
Yeah,
he just shows it with his demeanor on the court. So they say he a real great teammate, but I don't like sometimes how if somebody miss a shot, he lagging back up the court,
he won't get the call and then he lagging. I first off, I hate that from any NBA player.
Yeah,
you don't get the call and then you just lagging up the court. Like me being a basketball coach, I'm telling it, listen, don't do that. If you didn't get the call, let it go. I got it. You feel me? Or at least wait till we on offense. Go talk to them when we on offense.
Right.
Don't do it while we in transitional defense. Like, come on.
Yeah. Yeah. I just think right now, well, even with Bron, because I'm a Bron fan, but I be hating when Bron do that because as well. But I just think Bron needs a coach that's gonna challenge him in a way. Like, don't be like you call him out. Like, nah, you got our greats out here walking, ain't getting back, ain't like we praise him when he's doing good, but you don't never hear Darvin say, LeBron, you ain't got to single his name out, but you can say like our greats got to lead by example. We're not getting back on defense. We complaining to the refs. Like that's not gonna win. You gotta act like you don't care about being fired. I would rather stand with integrity than be worried about being fired and trying to be nice.
Let me ask you this. Do you feel that Darvin won't say nothing because of the fear of losing the locker room? Because if LeBron turns on Darvin, then the whole team gonna turn on Darvin.
But see, here's the thing though. Darvin, and this is how you lose your power. At the end of the day, I'm the head coach. And at the end of the day, LeBron's image is everything to him. So if it comes out that LeBron don't want to play hard, if it comes out that LeBron is giving the coach slack because he's challenging him on plays and he got the proof, That's gonna look bad on his character. And Brian don't like that. So Brian gonna be like, hey, he accept that. But here's the thing though, you gotta be willing. See, Phil Jackson, he'll let you know we was trash. Our greats was awful. Our greats didn't play good. He didn't have to say the name. He'll tell you in the press. We was awful. Our leaders didn't play well. Turning the ball over, not playing defense. He didn't single you out, but you know who the leader was. It was Kobe. It was Shaq. And then when Shaq left, it was Paul Gasol and it was Kobe. You get what I'm saying? And you have to understand who's the head coach. I don't give a dang. You gonna fire me? I'm gonna get fired either way. But let me get fired doing my job the way I know how to do my job. And if they don't want to do it, then fine. It's not gonna be me at the end of the day. I'm not gonna let a man dictate everything that my philosophy. If I want people to play hard and they ain't playing hard, come out. Come out. I don't give a damn who you is. Because it's going to be like, dang, he took. Yeah, I took him out. He ain't playing defense. He not being aggressive on offense. What you want me to do? I don't care how
good you fired real quick.
Hey, fire me. Because, look, at the end of the day, I would rather get fired standing on business, being true to myself, than be a puppet and get fired anyway. You know what I mean? Because that's what happens. If you become a puppet, then you're going to get fired anyway. And then you're going to look at, you don't know what you're doing. That ain't going to fly with me. It ain't going to be me. I'll tell you that. I'm going to let you know right now. What we going to establish right now, when I get up in that thing, this what we going to do. If y'all don't want to buy in, cool, let me know. Because you ain't going to be on that floor. I don't care how great you is. Winning don't come by lackadaisical. Winning don't come by here 1 minute. Nah. You got to give everything to this game. And you telling me you giving everything with your body, I need to see it in your body expressions. Like when LeBron, like you said, Trey, you hit it right on the nail. Brian be out there.
You got to think he playing with younger players sometimes, and just imagine, bro, if you turn the ball over and then you see Brian, like
it messes with you.
You like your confidence down a little bit. You like, dang, like now the next time you get the rock, you like, oh, I better make the right play. I better make this basket because what's Brian gonna think? Like,
it's a lot of pressure. But at the end of the day, I don't think they need to make no moves. I just think they all need to buy in. That's what it is. And you hear it it's like there's discrepancies in that locker room. You hear it in D-Lo. You hear it in a lot of people. They're trying to be political correct. There's a disconnect. There's an issue going on in that locker room. And I heard D-Lo said it low key. He was like, we just got to trust in one another. We got to play for one another. We got to play together. Like, you start, when you're a good team, you say we're trusting in one another. We're playing together. When you are struggling, you hear those we just got to. We need to. That means we ain't on the same field. We ain't on the same page. Something ain't right, and that's why the Lakers ain't playing good. They not.
And then in January, February, like I said, we always in trade talks, trade rumors.
Yeah,
that affects people, bro. And when you know that you playing with LeBron and he orchestrates these trades himself, he's letting the GM know, like, look, he could go. Like, nah, he could stay. If DJ. If me and you, Bake, we on a team with DJ and we know DJ got that authority to get one of us up out of there, and then we hearing our name in the media, being paired up in a trade, it's like you kind of side-eyeing Brian, like,
you supposed to be my dog or you not my dog? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, Brian. I know this is a business, but don't like, come on, dog. Don't do that. Don't do that. And then
coming out, I think they said what Brian said to the media the other day, like, these my teammates, I'll never, shut up, Brian.
Brian is always political correct, dog.
I'm over the Lakers.
Let them go. All of them. Get them trash bags and get them the walking papers. Country.
Yeah, I'm over the Lakers. So I was thinking about it today because me and Bay kind of had this conversation off, off air, and I'm looking at it like, who is the point guard you would take currently to lead your team? Because it's a lot of great point guard play. I mean, Steph Curry is still Steph Curry.
Yeah.
But right now, if if I had to choose, and it's a real tough decision, but I'm gonna give it to him because I feel like he's excelled into superstardom. The point guard I would choose right now to lead my team would be Shea because I feel like Shea is doing it real well. I think his assist numbers are not extremely high because they're asking him to be a very high volume scorer. You feel me?
Is he a point?
He's the. I mean, I would consider him a
He's a
point.
combo. Well, I mean, he's the point of today. He's the point of today.
Yeah, he's a PG, um, or
At this
whatever the
point,
case
we'll
is
take the
because
point guard from Edison.
because in my humble opinion, right now the two best point guards in the league is Shea and Halliburton.
Yeah,
Because
Halliburton.
Halliburton is giving you 25 and 12 right
yeah.
now.
No
He is.
turnovers.
No
With no
turnover.
turnovers. So, but I'm gonna take Shea just because I feel like Shea is propelling himself into that stratosphere of superstardom, and I'm loving his game.
Yeah,
And he's leading an OKC team that to most teams is mid
right.
average. You feel me? What superstars do they really have? You feel me? It's him.
Yeah.
So I got Shea as my point guard to lead my future.
What about you, Trey? Who would you take as your point guard to lead your future franchise?
Man, I like Shea now that you mentioned him because I was thinking him more of like that combo guard. Um, I might be a prisoner of the moment, but man, the way Halliburton is playing,
He's been
man,
hooping.
it's crazy to me. To be able to have like 20 assists, one turnover, if that, it's like that's
That's like
crazy.
2K numbers on rookie.
Come on, man. And he's just so unselfish. And that three ball, as ugly as the shot is, it drops.
Yeah.
And so I like Halliburton, but a couple of honorable mentions that I like that's coming up. Tyrese Maxey.
Oh, he's hooping. That's a
He's
good one.
He's young. He playing with Joel, but I think we're gonna hear about him up this year. And also, we can't forget about De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah, I like him.
Would you? How will we put Luka in this?
That's what I'm saying. Because if you mention Shea, then I would say Luka, but like, I don't consider Luka a point guard.
Because I look at him more like
position. If he be going by position, who's the point guard for the Dallas Mavericks? Luka Doncic. And that's my pick. I'm going with the averaging triple-double machine. And the one thing I love about Luka Doncic, he don't play defense like that. He's been getting better on defense, just a little bit. But what I love about him is that you can't speed him up. He gonna get to his spots man. It's so beautiful to see. It's like, dude, it don't matter the defender. He's just so good at creating space, and he don't even be like. It just looks so effortless. It really do, dog. Like he can get
be out there laughing.
Yeah, it's like this is like it's like clockwork for him, man. It's like them Europeans' footwork is different, bro. Cause his footwork, it's just okay. You gonna play that? I'm gonna hit you with a nice little slow spin, layup. Ooh, you gonna play up close? I'm gonna hit you with a nice little jab, up fake, bro. It's so, bro. When I saw him play yesterday, dog, I said, dog, who gonna guard this dog? You can't guard him. You really can't guard this man, dog. And I would say if I had to start a franchise, he's young. He's going to get my team involved. Yeah, he may not be the best defender, but he's going to do all the other things I need. He's going to score, he's going to rebound, and he's going to assist. Now, the other players like Halliburton, they giving you with two categories. Fox may get you a couple triple-dubs with his athleticism, but I'm talking about a walking triple-dub who's not athletic. That's different. To be able to do that on a night-to-night basis where you playing against the top elite defenders and you're making them look obsolete, give me some players around him. We win chips all day. We will win chips all day because Luka is unselfish, and I love that about him. He is so unselfish, man, and he plays the game the right way. He does what his team needs at that given moment. If they need a bucket, he gonna get a bucket. If they need an assist, they gonna get an assist. If they need a rebound, he finds a way to get the rebound, and he's always under composure. And he's so crafty. The only thing I will say I wish that he had stopped doing, but it's an NBA thing, is that he complains too damn much if he don't get a call. Luka will, come on. Come,
Yeah.
come
That's
on,
that's
man.
the European in him, man.
Yeah, that's that. You gotta do it. You know what I mean? And so, but if I'm going off pure talent, man, I'm getting. I know every night we got a triple double on notice. You know, and I would say Halliburton, Maxey, Shea, and Darren Fox is all good. They're great. They're gonna be the face, probably. Don't forget about Ja Morant. Even though he's not healthy right now and he got hurt, but you know, Luka though, like he's the non-athletic one out of all of them, but he does the most out of all of them, and it's the most beautiful thing to see. If you like a basketball novice, you will love watching Luka play, man, because it's like how he just it's beautiful. It's beautiful. I would say Luka for sure.
All right.
But anyway, moving on to some meat and potatoes. My dog, the culture, my dog Reasons came up with a topic. Because what was the topic, Reason?
Let me see that again, just to make sure I say it the correct way. Expecting a man to lead and you not listen is insane.
Yeah, so let's talk about that. How can you lead if you don't listen?
Well, I feel like here's where women have to listen to me real brief. Okay.
All right.
Just ladies, listen to me.
If you say something that's gonna get us canceled, ladies, we apologize.
I'm not gonna get us canceled.
I'm playing. I'm just playing.
I just need the ladies to understand where I was coming from this, because I'm a guy.
Let them know.
You feel me? And I consider myself a natural born leader.
Okay.
You feel me? And with any situation I step in, following me gonna get you right.
Okay.
But what the ladies tend not to do is listen when the man is speaking, right?
Okay.
And the thing is you're not necessarily being quiet because that's what you're told to do. You're being quiet to pay attention if he is a leader overall. See, women talk at times too much and then never listen to the person that they're with. And then now you've let this dude who didn't have no leadership abilities lead you down the wrong path, and now you want to be mad.
Okay.
Baby, if you start off just listening, he gonna tell you exactly who he is, what he about, where he going, and how he gonna do it.
Okay.
And then it'll save you so much time instead of listening to him, because he's not fitting the thing. The thing is women and men, but I'm gonna speak mostly to women. You gotta stop looking for men that are compatible to the things that you like, instead of looking for men that are compatible to the values that need to be put in place.
Okay.
You feel me? And that's where I was going with this.
Okay. What's your thoughts on it? You got Olivia said true. Okay, you preaching, brother Reasons. You preaching tonight, dog. You got the ladies over here saying true. Trey, how you feel about this?
What was the question? How can you expect a man to lead if you don't listen? I mean,
Trey, like I'm a tiptoe around.
You can go from another perspective, Trey.
No, it's funny because a lot of women, they probably looking towards the wrong man to try to lead. Everyone isn't a leader, like you said. Showing just listening, you'll be able to see what he's really up to, what he has in store for himself. Does he have values? Is he even capable of leading?
Okay.
Trey D, see, Trey D, no.
I mean, it's value set in place. You know how someone is carrying themselves. Are they put in that position to where they can lead you into a place where you can be successful. So I mean, and also, man, it's a lot of this. A lot of social media goes on. And I think a lot of that takes influence on a lot of people's thoughts and processes. So, but yeah,
No,
man.
no, that's real. Here's my thing. I think a lot of times women don't listen to a man they don't respect,
Ooh.
and
Hey,
so
babe, let me ask you this before you go on, so you can elaborate. How does a man garner that respect?
well, it's a few things. First of all, the man gotta have his own morals and values and stand on his own business. You know what I mean? By leading, like doing, good in life. You know what I mean? If you gonna be a man of your word, if you're gonna do something, do it. If you're gonna say something, do it. You know what I mean? But a lot of times it's different because the women is different. Their
Mm.
expectation and what they're looking for in their partner when it comes to a man can be different, right?
Oh,
You
speaking of
got you
that, we
may have
just dropped that episode again. Make sure y'all go check out
you,
women
you
expectations.
yeah, you may have a woman who want a dude who got money, right? But some dudes that got money, they don't really respect women like that because they know they can get a dime a dozen, right? And so the one that don't got money, that's actually giving them some tea, giving them that real sauce that they really can use and be valuable, they ain't listening to them because they ain't got no bread. They broke. And so how you gonna be telling me if you ain't even doing right in your own life? So I think it all depends on the individual at the end of the day. But as a man, you want to make sure you leading and you have a strong foundation. One of those foundations is I always try to encourage people to have a spiritual foundation. Having a godly foundation to try to keep you in check, right? Because God's way is always going to be living the right way, and He's always going to stand on business. If God gonna do it, He gonna do it. And so, I think when it comes to a woman not listening, it's no respect there, because
Mm.
women listen to people they respect, right?
Mm.
They gonna absorb every, like when they in a bad relationship and they respect that man, they gonna listen to him even if he giving them bad
I
advice.
think that's fear, but that's another
Well, no,
conversation.
it's a little bit of fear, right? It's a little. No, but I'm not talking about somebody beating up on them now. Come on, now. Like we ain't going on there. I'm just talking about it's a toxic relationship. We've seen people enjoy toxic
But no,
relationships.
but babe, when I say fear, I'm not necessarily saying fear that they getting beat on also, right? I'm just saying fear of starting over, fear of not
Oh
feeling
yeah,
that you're
for
you're
sure, 100%.
you're
I just
worth.
wanted to make sure you clarify that because when
Yeah,
you
yeah,
start
yeah,
saying
yeah, yeah.
fear, people start thinking
Yeah.
like, yeah, man,
No, no,
ain't
no,
no.
no.
But I truly think like when a woman respects a man, they're more open to listen. But I think
Mm.
nowadays it becomes kind of tricky because the roles are getting kind of different in a way, right? You got men who not being men out here. People changing their sexual preferences. You know what I mean? You got women that want to be independent, which is great. I'm all support for that. But then you have those women who think they don't need no man, and they can be the head of the household. They can be, and they thinking the head of the household is just financial, and that's not the case. So it's a very very gray reddish area when it comes to why women don't listen to men or why they not listening to some man that's trying to lead them, and they gotta buy into what you're trying to tell them. Whatever you're trying to sell to them, they gotta buy into it for them to listen to it, right? If I don't trust you, if I don't value you, I don't give a dang what you telling me. You
But
just
a woman,
talking.
they also gotta have values of their own.
one Hundred percent.
Mm.
Goals
Talk
of
to
their
him, trading.
You feel me? So you can't just expect a woman to listen to you and follow you if y'all goals, y'all morals are not aligning. You feel me? Because
Right.
why is she gonna listen to you and follow you when she's on this path and you're on this path? You
Right.
know, y'all gotta find that common ground to where she could be submissive and put her trust in you
Right.
to where you gonna lead her to where she needs to be.
100%. And then I want to flip side this too. Because
I think we're on the same page. I think I know where you're going with this.
because what about when men don't listen to their woman? You know, when
Well,
they giving them some tea, when they giving
I,
them some good advice, and they more so, I got this. Don't tell me what I'm supposed to do. I know what I'm supposed to do. I know how to fix it. Like for example, it could be something simple as putting something together, right? Let's say you're fixing something or building something, and your lady tell you, well, babe, I think the directions is telling you to do it this way, and you like, girl, man, who building this? You or me?
yeah.
Who?
That's
I
that's that. But babe, even to that point, that's their ego.
Right.
So I feel that what happens in that situation is men really just don't want to be challenged. It's
Mm.
being challenged, especially by a woman, is difficult. And I'm gonna take it one step further too.
All right.
A lot of men look at women and say, "How can you tell me how to be a man if you didn't even have a father figure in your life to know what a man
Oh,
looks
you took it there.
This,
like?" I'm just saying.
You took it there.
And again,
Wow.
I'm not downplaying it.
You took
I'm
it there.
just saying
Yo, don't
men.
counsel us, ladies. I'm just playing with you, dog. But
All I'm
no,
saying
I
is
talked about that. I did talk about that. That's a real thing.
men.
That's a real thing.
If when when women have had a father figure in their lives, you can tell a lot about how that woman is. Not all the
Mm,
time. I tell them a lot about how that woman is, right? So as a guy, it's easy to listen to that because it's like, oh, your daddy gave you some of this game. I can tell. You feel me? Versus you didn't have the father figure to really show you how to even be loved. So for you to go tell me how to do something, I can't rock with that. You feel me? And and the thing is a lot of men lack father figures too, so they don't know how to do it. But
right,
they not trying to hear from you because they still mad at their own dad. So that trauma, that that uh that trauma that's being built up,
right.
that wishing we had these things that was being built up is what's affecting a lot of these relationships, man. Because like leading is a real thing. Being able to lead is a real thing. Being able to get people to really look at you and follow you is a real thing. And then
Right.
when you got a woman like Trady said, when she's ready to be submissive, brother, it's on you to really take this to the next level because
Mm,
they gonna follow. You ask my wife now, she's willing to follow me anywhere because she knows I'm always leading her in the right direction. And when
mm.
women get that security that you're gonna lead them in the right direction, they're willing to do anything for you. It's just a man has to fully understand that leadership is a daily thing. It's
Yeah.
not when you want to be a leader. It's not when it's convenient to be a leader. Leadership in a man is a daily thing.
No, that's real. Shout out to Olivia. She said, "Women want a man that can live a soft life with. They can
Quote,
live a soft life with. We need a man we can trust to lead to do that. Now, if we're with a good, trustworthy man, ooh, you heard that right there.
trustworthy.
A
Quote.
trustworthy man, and we don't want him to lead. We probably aren't ready for. Wait. She said, if we
ready for that relationship.
yeah, if we're with a good trustworthy man and we don't want him to lead, we probably aren't ready for that relationship. So how do y'all feel about that comment? Shout out to Olivia right there. I like that.
Oh, shout out to sis. She's right.
That's
Women
it. They
won't.
should just be right.
No. I'm saying she's right as far as like women want a man that can play both sides. He can be very extremely tough or whatever the case is, but also be able to coddle her in that. You feel
Hmm.
me? So when she said the soft life is just mainly understanding her feelings. And when you're
Mm,
leading, you're still thinking about her as you're being a leader. You can go ahead,
mm.
Trady.
What you think, Trey? How you feel?
Oh my bad. I was on my phone. What she say? I was trying to pull up the podcast on
She
YouTube.
said, she
Woman want a
said,
man that can live a soft life.
yep,
And trust to
we
lead
need
them.
him. Hmm. I think too, while Trady's reading, I think a lot of times, um, whenever you're dealing with a relationship, you got to have communication, right?
Mm,
Because there are going to be some areas where, a man needs to lead, and there's going to be areas where a man has to follow, right? Has to trust their partner, trust what their input is saying. I know at the end of the day, the man probably have the final say, but if you lead in this house where it's my way or the no way, that becomes a very, very toxic relationship. That becomes a very challenging relationship where there's only one dictator in the house, right? There's no other. You listening to input, but you ain't listening to input. You know what I mean? You're doing your due diligence. You're like one of those presidents at a university. You hear people ain't getting paid, but you really ain't trying to change the situation to get them more money. You just like, I hear you. It's gonna be all right. But you're really not hearing them, and you're really not being there to cater to their emotions and to, like you said, provide that security. Like you said, I really do think if a woman feels secure, they will lead. They will follow wherever. Good or bad. You could be a good man or a bad man. If they feel secure in you, women that feel secure in a man, they gonna rock with you until you break that security. Like she said, trustworthy is a big one. If they don't trust you, again, I can't trust something if I can't lead or follow somebody I don't trust. Like imagine you come on, follow me. I don't trust you. I don't know where you trying to take me. I'm not buying into what you selling me. Because what I'm seeing in your actions is you don't care. You not really here for me. How I know you not leading me down the trap?
Mm.
How I know you got my best interest looking and moving forward? And so I think it's really two things, in my opinion, is a trust and a respect. When they respect you and they trust you, where you want me to go, babe? Where you want me to go? Where we going? When you got one of them good ones, you know what I'm saying? They locked in, and you be like, babe, they gonna first ask why we doing it. You tell them what. All right, cool. When we gotta go, All right, I get the, and it's no conversation after that. She trusted, and then it pans out. You know what I mean? Then she really gonna buy. Well, last time, you know what I mean? And even if it don't pan out, if it continue to be consistent and you communicating and you hearing your partner out, you're letting her and you're letting him have a voice, because it's a two-way street. And I think a lot of people forget that in relationships. They always think it's a one-sided thing, and it's not. But Trey, what you was about to say? How you feel?
No, I was just looking at the comments, and she was saying, so if you with, a dude, he's trustworthy, but you're not ready for that relationship, like I'm not really understanding, is it something with the dude, or you're just not ready for a relationship? He has all those qualities, he's trustworthy, but you just not ready to follow. I just wasn't kind of understanding that.
Yeah, I think that's what she was saying, because there, like Bake said, there's two sides. If I'm ready to lead, you have to be ready to follow.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you're not ready to follow, then it's not gonna work out.
No.
You feel me?
Yeah,
Vice versa. You feel me? Vice versa. If you're ready to follow, but I'm not ready to lead, it's still not gonna work out.
Right.
You feel me? So it has to be. They have to be symmetrical to one another. It
Right.
can't really be either or. You feel me? I shouldn't convince you to follow me, just like you shouldn't have to convince me to lead you. This should be
100%.
something that we're already doing. And so that's why I
And so
tell
is
women,
this movement though, the soft life, the soft girl era?
I don't know. This I'm new to this.
Yeah, I'm learning
Girls,
because I've been seeing a lot of independent. Yeah, here's my thing too, and to get into men to lead, I think too a lot of times it becomes very complex, is especially when it comes to women wanting a man to be there emotionally for them, right? But it's a complexity because we're not taught to be vulnerable in those emotions, right?
no.
We're taught to kind of like, it's gonna be all right.
Where
I
do we?
hear you.
Because Trady, with your pops, did he show you like real affection?
Hell no.
You feel
Mm.
me?
It was It was tough. It was tough love.
But you knew he loved you, right?
It's love. It was love there, but it wasn't like no, real affection. Being able just to like, kick it on a Sunday, watch games, and or when I was younger, going to the park, little things like that. But just go ahead.
You got your nurturing from your mother, right?
Sure.
So same thing with me. Pops was around, but he not affectionate. I don't really consider my mom affectionate either. So he's not really affectionate. We've had this conversation about her recently. But with me, I developed that, right? So like I'm not really affectionate like that. I don't really know how to be outwardly affectionate. And then when I met the wife and I got to being around the kids, it softened me a little bit. You feel me? Especially my daughter. It softened me a little bit. And then when I got the baby, I'm mushy now. You feel me? I'm all son. And I'm working on him not to cry, but I'm telling him it's not that I don't want you to cry, because I don't want to put that in your brain like boys don't cry.
Right.
I just need you to understand why you crying, and this is not necessary for you to cry about. You feel me? We don't have to cry about everything. And so when it comes to a man, especially trying to figure out how to lead and how to do it correctly, having a father figure of some sort can do that. It's just now, especially in our generation, is getting out of those generational curses where we're not affectionate no more. I think men need to learn how to become more vulnerable and be okay with that, and not necessarily be mad about that. And if we do express vulnerability, women can't try to placate that against them. Man, you soft and you this and you that, because then that's when we shut back down and we go back to how we was.
100%. For one point, my dad went from being a hardcore pops to like all we talked about was football, and pretty much, well, he rarely talked about women too. It was just football and life at times. But as my dad got older and I got older, like I saw a real sentimental side to him that I didn't see, and that really changed my perspective on my vulnerability and just being okay with being me. You know what I mean? Because my mom raised me, and my mom is very affectionate and things like that. But my dad has become more affectionate, and you can see him. Like I remember my dad used to be a helicopter pilot, but he tried to be taught, and I used to see a little sprinkles, but I didn't register. I remember one time we went to UCLA, right? And we went on a field trip with, like when you hear the story, you be like, what? Why are y'all on a field trip? So it was a weekend. We was part of this little program, and this girl wanted to take us to the UCLA game. We like, my dad like, all right, cool, we going to a football game. And then we end up staying out there longer than we were supposed to, right? It's like 10, 11 o'clock. My dad getting worried. He like, where are you at? Freaking out, right? And I'm having the time of my life doing all kind of reckless stuff. We going in the dorms. You got women like, yo, we lying, talking about we college students. We in the 8th grade. We are in the 8th grade, dog, going up. You know what I'm saying? Turn. I'm over here trying, you know what I'm saying? And I come home and my dad is freaking out. Like freaking out. Cause I told him, I said, Pop, we gonna stay at the girl house. He said, what? You gonna stay where? I said, yeah, we all in the living room. We good, Dad. We safe. We about to eat some food, and I'll be home in the morning. My dad was, he was paranoid.
Wait, time out. Trey D, did you?
He's in 8th grade. We was in 8th
grade. I just wanted to make sure, Trey D, that you heard what I heard, bro.
We was in 8th grade, dog. We was in the 8th grade, dog. And so my pops was freaking out. And in my head, I'm like, man, what's wrong with you, man? Like, I'm with some shorties, you know what I'm saying? I'm with college girls, you know. And I just saw a different side of him. He worried a lot. And now, you know, we talk about everything. He talk about women. We talk about life. We talk about, you know, being a better man. We talk about a whole bunch. I see a different side of my dad, man. And I see role models. Like I always tell DJ, I see my boy D that's down south, and then my boy Duran that's in San Diego being fathers, man. And I see role models, and I'm like, those are some good role models. And I got a good role model because my dad, no matter what he did growing up, he's always been in each and every one of his kids' life, right? And no matter if he's paying child support, no matter what it is, he showed up and he's always been present. And I think that has had an impact on my sisters and the type of men they want and the type of man they strive to have, because they're trying to get somebody like my father. You know what I'm saying? And nobody that meets that or measures up to something like him, they know, they're like, nah, I ain't fooling around with him. I'm gonna let him go. You know what I'm saying? And so I think, like you said, reasons to piggyback is to say both parties need men in their life. They need real fathers in their life to really nurture, because ain't nothing like, you know, a father providing some of that nurturing experience, because it's like tough, but it's also, it can be soft in a way where it's like, it's okay, son, like you doing with your kid. It's okay to cry, but you ain't got to cry about everything. You know, there's sometimes you ain't got to shed no tears. You know, it's going to be all right. I'm right here. And if in that relationship, I'm telling you, you can tell, because whenever we do the show, where is he at? Where you want to be at? He want to be under pops. You know what I'm saying? And that's that nurturing. That's that safety net that he feels. Now imagine when your partner, your significant other, your rib, your wife, she feels that. Oh my God! You talk about fire in the bedroom. You talk about everything is going up from the conversation. And I always tell DJ this, man. Him and his wife are like best friends. You see it. Yeah. You ain't gotta be like, is they getting right? No, they are best friends. Like literally, they have fun. You would think they still in college sometimes, the way they be having fun. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it's a great thing because they still living. And I think a lot of people, they get in these relationships and they stop living, fam. They stop doing the things that they did when they was in the relationship, and then you get married or whatever, and then y'all stop. I got her already.
You can't stop dating, bro. That's the biggest thing. You feel me? Because we still date is the reason why we still like that. Right. It's the reason why I can lead and she's willing to follow. 100%. She just told me recently, like, she said she's gotten better as time went on to just sit down and really listen to me, because she really likes the way I speak to her, or she likes the way I talk. You feel me? And it's important for her to understand that I'm only gonna always try to speak life into you. I'm only gonna always want to make sure that you good. I'm a very critical thinker. You feel me? I'm always big picture thinking. And so, you know, when it comes to these relationships, that's how men have to be. You have to be a forward thinker when you're really trying to be a leader. You have to always make sure that the people that you have following you, you can already see what's coming ahead before it comes to them. You can already make yourself that flat surface for them to jump over, so they can already be good. That's what leadership looks like. That's what women are wanting to follow. That they don't have to go bump their head on stuff just to get an experience. No, you've eliminated some of those things.
You've already experienced that yourself. Like,
yeah, you've made this path a lot easier for them to fully understand what it's like to be loved and all that. Because everybody got baggage. You feel me? It's just how much weight can you carry in that baggage claim is the question.
No, that's real. That's real. How you feel about that, Trey?
Nah, DJ, he hitting the nail with the hammer, man. You know, that's what you look for, man. You know, when you leading, you know, you looking for somebody that's also been through experiences, you know, being able to take that lead and for them to be able to put their trust in you. It's extremely important, man. And yeah, man, I'm just glad y'all got me on here on Talk That Talk, man.
Yeah, man. Nah, it's always good to have you, man. It's always good to have you. So at the end of the day, fellas, man, I know leading comes with a lot of pressure and responsibility.
That's
okay. You know what I mean? And that's okay. And when you got a good partner, when you got a good helpmate, they're gonna make sure they ain't gonna put you down if you make some mistakes on the leading process. And that's one thing that my ladies got to continue to remember is to big up your man. Like, give him that positive affirmation. Make him feel like a man. Because I think a lot of times women ain't making men feel like men. That's why some men that are good men, they end up, you know, probably single, or they end up messing around with multiple people because they missing something. You know what I mean? If they a good dude, they ain't gonna, they just gonna probably be single at the end of the day. But I think my women, you gotta continue to big up your men. Man, love that. I don't care what. Look, if my shorty, man, you look good in that shirt. Or baby, it's all good that happened. We can talk about it. Don't put me down though. Don't say I ain't listening to you no more. You know what I mean? Because that becomes internalized. Like, what you mean you ain't listening to me no more? That's a fight right there. Like, why you ain't listening to me no more? What did I do? Well, last time I listened to you, see what happened last time. So last time now, you know what I mean? Like, it's okay. We make mistakes. We make mistakes. It happens. But it's nothing like having a good helpmate that supports you, that rocks with you, and that's your best friend. That's your biggest cheerleader. And fellas, you got to be your biggest cheerleader to your wife. Or your girl, whoever she is. If this is somebody you want to spend your life with, you got to make sure she feels safe. She feels loved. You got to big her up. Like, ooh, baby, you look good in them heels. Girl, you make boy want to leave work early. You know what I'm saying? Or, if you know she having a rough day and you know that it's been a long day, you see her taking care of the kids, baby, I got it. I'm going to cook dinner tonight. Be intentional with it. You know what I'm saying? It's a partnership. Y'all got to remember, it's a relationship for a reason. Relationship means it takes two. You can't have a relationship without the other. It's a relation, and you need the other person to make the ship. If you ain't got the other person, it's just a ship or a relation. That's what it is.
Hey, fake preaching, boy.
I'm just saying.
Socrates Baker had that.
Nah, man. I'm just saying, man, because I think sometimes we point the fingers at who fault it is, and nobody want to take accountability at their part and their role they play in a relationship not working. It's always, well, they didn't do this, and so I had to do that. Well, okay, I hear you, but did you have that conversation? What were some of the parts that you played? Did you allow it in the beginning? Was you letting that fly? Because how you let stuff fly in the beginning, you know what I'm saying, becomes habit in the end. And so
ain't that what Shannon Sharp say when he's talking about the Eagles? Those things that you allow to happen when things are good.
Yeah,
it's gonna be the same things that you allow to happen when things are bad.
100%.
That's a recipe for disaster.
100%, man. Final words before we get up out of here, man. Good show though. Good show.
Hey, I want to say, shout out to Antonio Pierce. My guy got the job.
Hey, shout out to Antonio.
We can fight. We can fight. On it. Shout out to Antonio Pierce. Restoring the black and silver. Hopefully this turns out to be something good. We just got to hit on these draft picks. That's what it really comes down to. It wouldn't even matter if the coach at all. It's going to come down, can we hit on these draft picks?
What about you, Trey? Final words before we get up out of here.
Oh, man, I just appreciate y'all inviting me to come talk sports with y'all. Not so much the cultural, but
Trey, like, it's out of here, dog. We can talk basketball and football all day.
Get him out of
his I'll get y'all canceled, man. Talking crazy up with this thing, man. I'm gonna chill out. I ain't cussed all the whole show. Like,
I'm proud of you.
I did so well.
Trey, I'm proud of you, bro.
Nah, but y'all my dogs, man. So anytime, man. Anytime.
No, 100%, man. Shout out to our viewers. Shout out to Country Fried Charles, Food Review. Shout out to Olivia. Shout out to Brittany Collins, man. And shout out to Brittany Wilson. The bees is out here. And in fact, we ain't talking about Beyonce.
Hey, listen, hey, Beck, that's the homegirls. I had hit them up earlier because I had posted this on my Facebook.
Yeah.
And then I had said something to my homegirls. And they said, we gonna tune in.
Yeah.
So we got to see what you got to say. Because I had proposed a question to them like, how can women follow somebody if they're not willing to listen? They like, oh, hold up, what you talking about, DJ? So
right. Hey, you know what's crazy though? Whenever we say something about women and men, we always get defensive first. We don't ever be like, that's a good question, or that's it's a defense mechanism where we like, hold on, who you talking to? Y'all men and they or y'all women, man. It's the funniest thing ever when you in the conversation. But that's good though, because it means the conversation's about to be had, man. But shout out to everybody that checked out the show today, man. We're gonna have a more consistent live stream, so you know when we're gonna be tapping in. We just gotta get things in order. You know, we working, man. You know, we in well, he ain't in school no more. Shout out to my dog. He out of school, right? You done with school, right?
Yeah, I mean, I got like a class that's like
Yeah,
a monitoring me class, but I'm
yeah.
not taking
But
no
he's
class.
pretty much done
That
with
boy
school.
got degrees.
Yeah, them boys, you know. And then he a father, you know, I'm in school and all kind of other stuff. So, but we gonna get it together, man. But just stay locked in. We're gonna be bringing more people on the show because I like this because it's always technology makes it easy to talk to anybody around the world. There is no reason to not, you know, we can definitely have people in the studio, but having people online from the crib, you could be chilling, you know, just be professional. You know what I'm saying? If you and put on some clothes, ladies. If you on or fellas, make sure you got a shirt on. Don't nobody want to see all that. We are a professional show. We are a godly show. You know, well, we let you still be yourself. We let you still rock yourself. But y'all have an amazing night. Stay safe. Stay prayed up, and always remember to talk that talk. We see you next time. Peace.